Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
To the middle, and the dunk by Holmgren.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Dort.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And it's SGA missing. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Randall. And Randall. Throws it down.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick and roll partner.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Down low. Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Mr. Gobert. Holmgren with the steal. With the teardrop. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. It's a 9-point spread. McDaniels outside. Edwards with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's in there.
And running into Edwards must be like hitting a brick wall.
Over to the wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. Hits it from 3-point range.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And the slam, if he gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
The putback. Holmgren on the follow.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's SGA. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Gobert.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. For 3, Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That's tipped. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Now here's Edwards. To the inside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Off with the layup.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
It's his first trip to the line. So after making the first, he goes.
And now ready to bring you some basketball action. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. I'm looking forward to this trade. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing for the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this was no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
5 on the clock. Back to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Fox with it. Pass to Wembenyama. A shake. And it's Wembenyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembenyama hammering that one home.
Holmgren outside. And the rejection by Wembenyama. Here's Fox. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
SGA with the ball. Outguarded by Fox. Here's Holmgren. And the rejection by Wembenyama. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembenyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
The wide open look here for Fox. San Antonio again missing. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The score now all even.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Yep, that one goes.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back over to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Wembenyama, no good. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Here's Champagnie. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
SGA, that's a two-pointer. Wembenyama with the rebound. Pass to Champagnie. .103 left to play in the first quarter. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Under trailing by 5. Outside, Dort. Holmgren outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. San Antonio leading by 5. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Outside, SGA. Fox with the steal. Here's Castle. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Dort. They can't stop the run with that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Spurs lead by 7. And the second quarter about the Spurs 12. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute.
And Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
Here's Caruso.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Thunder trailing by 5. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. 4 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Wembanyama, no good. Here's Williams. Outside, SGA. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. SGA's got 6.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 1. And stolen by Wembanyama. It's deflected. Castle. Harper in the corner. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout.
Timeout.
Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Barnes looking around. Wembanyama outside. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense, because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
And here's Barnes for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Wallace outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Wallace has got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Here's Barnes. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
To the inside. Here's Cornette. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a team this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Bryant.
Fox inside the line. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Thunder with the lead. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." Back to you.
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Holmgren can't hit. Vassell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. And another basket for San Antonio.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Holmgren in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Fox looking it over. Johnson in the corner. Wembanyama outside. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Caruso. And stolen by Barnes. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama galloping in for the finish.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
Here's Fox. He has 6. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by SGA. Over in the corner, Williams. To the middle. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama delivers the hammer.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And stolen by Caruso. Outside, SGA. Pass to Dort. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And, Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
The Spurs making a switch here. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's SGA. He's got 13. Screen by Hartenstein. Back to SGA. Just 4 to shoot. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
26 seconds left in the third quarter.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
The Spurs with the lead. Here's Bryant. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now Bryant into the lane. Makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point San Antonio lead. Williams for 3. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio.
San Antonio, 34.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Castle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with his constant change of pace.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Under trailing by 7. And then Williams slams it in.
And I can say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here we go, one-on-one. Dort with the ball. He's picked up by Bryant. Here's Caruso. Holmgren. The shot from the low post is good. And it's 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Count that one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagny. Wembanyama, a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Harper from the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. Under trailing by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Holmgren. SGA looking it over. Back to Holmgren. To tie it up. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a home run generates space for this offense.
And the basket by Castle.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Williams. And there's the dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, Fox. Now Wembanyama. And here comes the break. Jalen Williams. A miss that time. That would have put him up. Outside, Fox. Now Wembanyama. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it's Vassell picking him up.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Such a pure stroke for his size. Wembanyama looks like he was made in 2K.
Now Williams. There's a good screen. Yeah, that goes in.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
Holmgren, right side. On deep. Gonna go.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
Caruso. He drills the three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now Wembanyama. It drops.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Now Caruso. Holmgren. Here's SGA. Shoots the three. Fox with the rebound. Vassell. And there's the three. And so it's the Spurs with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside. Along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Ali LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. On paper, this is a bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, B.A., that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
San Antonio with the ball, following the three by Oklahoma City. Knocks it loose. Pass to Harper. Back to Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
From deep, Holmgren. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work. He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year. With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. From deep, Harper. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
You know, can't sag off Harper as a defender. He'll pull up from deep right in your face.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. There's the triple. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always. And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Now here's Wembanyama. Holmgren with the block.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense. He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
ABA, Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back to you guys.
An all-purpose player. Thank you, Ali. Pass to Champagny. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Stolen by Wembanyama. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. 20 feet out. Champagne's shot is off. Thunder trail by 4. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Yep, that one goes. SGA's got 6.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And Fox powers it home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs.
The Spurs, 22.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's Wembanyama. And a miss there off the inbound.
Oh, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
San Antonio leading. Here's Champagnie. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Great run out and the pass right on target. Outstanding transition offense.
Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Holmgren's gotten 4 this quarter. To the inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Here's SGA. Lets it go from deep. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thank you, B.A. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Ali, thanks for the report.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Here's Wembanyama. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
He can't hit that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. 1:36 left in the second. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Stolen by Kessel. Down low. Back come the Spurs in transition. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
Oh, an absolute bomb by Fox.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Oklahoma City on D. 4-point game. Kicks it out to Barnes. Off target from three-point range. Caruso outside. And there's the drive. Here's Holmgren. Shoots. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Spurs lead by 7. Here's Harper. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Harper. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harper's got 7. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, You got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists. One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Thunder trail by 11. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for three. Rebound San Antonio. By himself. Wow, Wembanyama running the floor.
He is such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. 6 to shoot. Holmgren outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Spurs lead by 13. Castle outside. Pass to Harper. Castle with it. He's scoreless. Drives to the hoop. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Castle, the open look. Again, the Spurs score.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 11 points in the game.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Dort for three. Sinks it from distance. So Dort's got 7 points in the game.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Back to Wembanyama. Another shot. Shoots over Holmgren. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
For obvious reasons, it's hard to truly contest Wembanyama without fouling.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Thunder trail by 16. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to Harper. .111 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren for 2.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the middle. Here's Cornette. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Pass to Champagny from outside the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He's been an offensive force.
The Spurs, 64.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Here's Williams. Johnson with the defensive effort. The finish! Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Get the big body of Johnson getting up on the fast break.
Here's SGA. Here's Champagny. Up again.
Calvin Johnson.
Coming at you, it's the NBA right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Butler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Well, give Steph Curry some props for triggering that break. He makes a great defensive play, and it leads to an easy opportunity.
Now here's Anunoby. Screen by Bridges. And Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Just 2 to shoot. Right side, Butler. Porzingis sets a screen. Back to Butler. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Towns. Finished off the break.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And Porzingis with the block. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
Kicks it out, Towns. He buries it from 3. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Butler. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Anunoby. And he banks in the layup.
Such a fantastic athlete. When OG Anunoby puts it on the deck, look out, folks.
Left side, Porzingis. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3. Anunoby. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
To stop the run. And it's Moody penetrating.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not get any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. PA, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And so it's New York with it, following the score by Golden State. Back to Brunson. Launches it. Horford pulls it in. Pass to Green. And here's Horford. Outside Curry. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 6 points.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with 1 hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Over to the wing. Pass to Butler. Here's Horford. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Butler on the wing. 6 to shoot. Outside for Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Knicks trail by 3. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams...
Whoa! Cat! Unreal!
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Outside, Green. Left side, Moody. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The kick out, Curry. Back to Horford. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Towns. To the inside. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Miguel showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And stolen by Green. Now here's Butler. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And it's Bridges with the jam.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Pass to Green. And there's 1:38 left to play in the second quarter. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned, Doris.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KD doing work.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Back to Curry. From the high post. And the shot goes. And that's 11 points for Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry, so efficient in the mid-range. I know it's not prioritized. He's one guy you want shooting.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. "50 seconds left in the first half. Payton attacking. Misses from close range. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Brunson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Melton. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Here's Pajemski. Horford outside. 1 second left. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. There's a screen. Here's Towns. Deflects the pass. Curry with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Porzingis. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. 6 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, tremendous job by Porzingis to get into transition.
Here's Towns.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Brunson looks it over. Down low. It's stolen by Curry. And here's Butler outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Anunoby. Here's Towns. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working. Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Dead ball turnover.
Outside Moody. Right wing. Back to Porzingis. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Towns driving. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Clock at 6. Here's Brunson. Comes up empty from 8 feet. The Warriors lead by 5. On the wing, Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly, puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity. This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Greg?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Santos can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Butler with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Santos. Now here's Porzingis. Up top, Curry. Three-pointer. Offensive board.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Knicks trail by 7. Now Alvarado. And there's the drive. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
This one for 3. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Pass to McBride. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Inside. Horford with a steal. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. The Warriors
46.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Knicks trail by 7. Horford with a steal. Here's the break. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Here's Melton. Into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 11. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
On the wing, Green. Back to Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Well, there isn't a shot Al Horford cannot make, and on the interior, that's easy work for him.
Left side, Robinson. To the middle. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And the Warriors making a change here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Towns outside. Let's go with a 3. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
To the paint. Back to Curry. To the inside. And here's Horford for 3. Towns with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Bridges.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Mikal Bridges.
So he gets them both. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Close in. Moses Moody
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
Count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Outside, Green. Now Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
That's the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, just putting in work in close range.
Now Towns. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
BA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, BA, he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
It's money from deep.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Green! And the three misses. Knicks trail by 13.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Warriors.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. Butler. Here he goes. Yes, sir!
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Butler rips down the board. Curry outside. No one near him. Oh, he needed it, and he got it.
The assist, Stephen Curry.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready, and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce.